no progressive overload. Your muscles grow when you give them a reason to get stronger. This means making your workouts harder over time. Studies show your muscles need 2.5 to 7.5% more tension each week to grow the best they can. When beginners don't increase the difficulty of their exercises, they get 41% less strength gains over 8 weeks. Your body is smart. Once it can handle an exercise easily, it stops changing. This is why so many people get stuck doing the same number of push-ups for months. The fix is simple. Add weight or change the exercise to make it harder. You can put 2 to 5 kilograms, 4 to 11 pounds in a backpack, or change how you do the movement to make your muscles work harder. For example, move from regular push-ups to diamond push-ups, or from regular pull-ups to ones where you move more slowly. Without making exercises harder week by week, your body adapts and just stops getting better. Scientists call this the progressive overload principle, and it's the most important rule in all strength training. No full range of motion. Half reps build half strength. Many people don't go through the full movement of each exercise, and this is a huge mistake. Research shows that full range of motion exercises give you 15 to 25% better strength gains than partial reps. When you do deep push-ups, where your chest comes within 10 centimeters, 4 inches of the ground, you work 37% more chest muscle than with half push-ups. The same goes for pull-ups. When you fully straighten your arms at the bottom, you work 22% more of your lat muscles. Partial reps might let you do more total reps, but they build incomplete strength patterns. This creates weak spots in your muscles that can lead to injury when you try harder moves later. Your joints and tendons also get stronger when you use full movements, which protects you from getting hurt. Always control the hardest part of each movement, the very bottom of a push-up, or the very top of a pull-up. This is where the real strength is built. Neglecting recovery windows. Many people think more training always means more results, but your muscles don't grow during workouts, they grow during rest. Research shows muscles need 48 to 72 hours to recover fully after hard training. When you exercise, your body starts building new muscle protein. This process stays high for about 24 hours, then drops by 59%. If you train the same muscles again too soon, you interrupt this building process. Sleep matters too. Getting less than 6 hours of sleep cuts your recovery rates by up to 37%. This means all your hard work and training gives you much smaller results. The solution is simple. Don't train the same muscle groups on back-to-back days. Plan your week to have at least one day between training the same body parts. For example, do pushing exercises on Monday, pulling on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, then back to pushing on Thursday. Poor scapular control. Many people don't know how important shoulder blade position is in calisthenics. Studies show 68% of people who do calisthenics have wrong shoulder blade positioning during exercises. When your shoulder blades wing out during push-ups, stick out from your back, you have 3.2 times higher risk of shoulder injury. The same problem happens in pull-ups when people don't control their shoulder blades. Learning proper retraction, pulling shoulder blades together, and protraction, spreading them apart, can reduce strain on your rotator cuff by up to 41%. This small muscle group gets injured often in calisthenics. Before any pushing or pulling exercise, think about your shoulder blade position. For push-ups, start with blades slightly together, then let them spread at the top. For pull-ups, start with blades spread, then squeeze them together as you pull up. This simple change can prevent years of shoulder pain. Bad protein intake. You can't build a brick wall without bricks. The same goes for muscles. You need protein to build them. Research shows calisthenics athletes need 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, 0.7 to 1.0 grams per pound, every day. For someone weighing 75 kilograms, 165 pounds, this means eating 120 to 165 grams of protein daily. Most people don't get nearly enough. To make it worse, many eat all their protein in one meal, which isn't ideal. Studies show that spacing protein 3 to 5 hours apart throughout the day helps your body use it 25% better. This means eating protein with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe a snack. Good sources include eggs, chicken, fish, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, and protein powders. Without enough protein spread throughout your day, your body simply can't repair and build the muscle you're working so hard to develop. Neglecting horizontal pulling. Most beginners focus too much on pull-ups and forget about rows. Research shows 79% of calisthenics beginners do this, creating muscle imbalances that cause problems later. This mistake creates 2.1 times higher risk of shoulder impingement within a year. Pull-ups work your lats and biceps, but horizontal rows work different back muscles that keep your shoulders healthy. Balanced development, you should do an equal amount of vertical pulling, pull-ups, and horizontal pulling rows. You can do rows under a table with rings or using a bar at waist height. Fixing this mistake not only prevents injury but also improves your posture and makes other exercises stronger. Many people who get stuck on pull-up numbers find that adding rows breaks their plateau. No warm-up protocol. Skipping warm-up is like driving a car without letting the engine heat up first. Research shows that dynamic warm-ups increase performance by 9 to 11% compared to static stretching or no warm-up at all. Just 5 to 8 minutes of movement that slowly increases in intensity can reduce your injury risk by up to 38%. This includes arm circles, leg swings, light jumping jacks, and gentle versions of the exercises you plan to do. Joint-specific preparation, where you do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps of easy movements for each joint you'll use, improves movement quality by 27%. For example, before pull-ups, do some scapular pulls and hanging scapular retractions with straight arms. A proper warm-up doesn't just prevent injury, it actually makes your workout better by getting blood flowing to your muscles and waking up your nervous system. Don't think of it as wasted time. It's part of your training that makes everything else work better. Training through pain. No pain, no gain is bad advice. There's a big difference between the burn of muscle fatigue and actual joint pain. Studies show that 83% of lasting calisthenics injuries started as minor pain that people ignored during training. Sharp pain, especially in joints, indicates possible tissue damage in 76% of cases. When you continue training through joint pain, your recovery time increases by 3 times compared to if you had rested when the pain first appeared. Learn to tell the difference between good and bad pain. Muscle burning, the pump feeling, and next day muscle soreness are usually fine. Sharp pains, pinching feelings in joints, or pain that gets worse as you continue are warning signs. If something hurts in a bad way, stop the exercise and try a different one. If the pain continues for more than a few days of rest, see a doctor or physical therapist. Ignoring pain doesn't make you tough. It just leads to bigger injuries and longer time away from training. Excessive repetitions without progression. More reps doesn't always mean more strength. Once you can do more than 30 repetitions of an exercise, you're building endurance, not strength. Research shows the best range for strength building is 5 to 12 reps per set, at an intensity where you could only do 2 to 3 more reps if you had to, called RPE 7 to 9. Many beginners get stuck doing 50 push-ups or 30 squats, thinking more is better. But studies show that moving to harder variations once you can do 12 to 15 clean reps increases strength gains by 31% compared to just adding more reps. For example, once you can do 15 good push-ups, don't aim for 30, switch to diamond push-ups or elevated feet push-ups. Once you can do 15 good bodyweight squats, move to split squats or jump squats. This approach saves time and gets better results. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps of a challenging exercise builds more strength than 5 sets of 30 reps of an easy one. Ignoring core stability training. Your core is the center of all movement in calisthenics. A weak core reduces force transfer by up to 29% during exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. This means your arms and legs can't use their full strength because the middle of your body is leaking energy. Research shows that just 3 to 5 minutes of specific core work before your main calisthenics exercises can improve your performance by 14 to 17%. This doesn't mean doing hundreds of sit-ups. It means exercises that train your core to stay stable. The hollow body hold is especially useful. Holding this position for 30 to 60 seconds activates 78% more of your deep core muscles than standard planks. Other good exercises include dead bugs, bird dogs, and plank variations. Think of core training not as a separate goal, but as foundation work for everything else. A strong, stable core allows all your other muscles to work better together, making every calisthenics movement stronger and safer.